Hi kids! I have a very interesting story about the origin of the universe and the good news of Jesus Christ. So are you ready? Here we go. Long time ago, God created all things. The sun, the moon, stars, and all plants and animals. He also created the sea and all the fishes. Then, He created the first man and woman. Their names were Adam and Eve. God has given them a special place called the Garden of Eden. In the garden, they have all kinds of fruit-bearing trees so that they will not get hungry. God said to them that they can eat all fruits except the one standing in the middle of the garden. God called it the tree of knowledge between good and evil. One day, there was a serpent in the garden. Then the serpent started to talk to Eve, saying, God is forbidding you to eat this fruit, because once you eat the fruit, you will also become like God. You will gain knowledge of good and evil. You don't need to follow God, and you will be free from obeying God. Because of the temptation, Adam and Eve decided to eat the fruit. Then all of a sudden, the world and themselves started to change dramatically. The perfect world became imperfect. Evil and death become part of the whole world. God found out what they did, and He said, because you disobey my words, there are consequences of your sin. First, you will now taste death. And when you die with sin, you cannot enter to heaven. However, in many generations to come from your seeds, I will provide you a redeemer. Second, because your disobedience, you can no longer stay in my paradise. Third, because you choose to be free from me, you will work to provide all your needs to live. And many years and generations passed by. God spoke to the people. A Messiah will come and be born in a manger to redeem the world from sin. Then one day an angel came and talked to a lady named Mary. He told her that she will give birth to a baby boy conceived by the Holy Spirit. His name is Jesus. A few months later, Mary gave birth in a manger, and Jesus was finally born, and a big star came out on top of them. Jesus grew up as a healthy man. He got baptized in Jordan River. Then suddenly God from heaven spoke, saying, this is my only Son, whom I will please. The next day, Jesus started to teach people how to become obedient children of God, and inherit the kingdom of God. He taught them how to put God first in their heart and love Him faithfully. He also taught them how to treat others with love and respect as they do to themselves. Because Jesus is the Son of God, He has done many miracles like walking on top of the water, healed the sick, give sight to blind people, made lame walk. He rose dead people back to life. But in spite of Jesus' goodness to people, bad people rejected Him as the Son of God. They arrested, persecuted Him, spit on Him, tortured Him severely, and nailed Him on the cross. While on the cross, Jesus lifted His head and said, Father, forgive them as they do not know what they are doing. After a few hours, Jesus about to die, and He lifted His head again and said, Father, it is finished. Now I commanded my spirit into your hands. Jesus died, and they laid him down on the tomb. But after 3 days, he rose again. He continued teaching and doing miracles for 40 days with his followers. After 40 days before he went to heaven, he said to the people, "Share my words and my life, death and resurrection. I will prepare your place in heaven, then I will come back to take those who are obedient and faithful ones." Okay, that's the story, kids. Thank you, kids, for listening. You can now ask questions if you have one. Thank you.